All right, everyone, here we go. This is a very important reading. And it's part of the energies here or what's affecting March. It's why the readings are coming out. It's why the energy is what it is right now. And it's a big part of it. It's all, March's energy is rooted in temperance. And it's all kicked off by the new moon that we had the other day. This reading is for all signs. Doesn't matter what your sign is. I'm taking a flyover of the soulmate cycle and looking at an affecting energy. And that affecting energy is Venus going into Aquarius. But along, which has a meaning in and of itself always. But this time around, Mars is coming with it. And at almost the same time. I mean, pretty much on the same day at the very least. That being said, this is a very powerful time. Mars and Venus converged once before. I think it was back last month in February. That energy, it didn't have as much oomph to it as it's about to have when they converge again. Okay? Venus in Aquarius by itself means, generally, the meaning of it is somebody who was distant or wasn't interested before is now all of a sudden interested in exploring things a bit deeper and looking at their own situations a bit more deeply. With Mars there as well, it gives it a little kick in the pants, right? A little kick in the ass. That being said, this is very important energy, and it's what's affecting the month of March. It's why the March readings are coming out the way they are. It's why there's so many people, why there's so much energy coming toward the soulmate connection, the runners turning around, coming back. You'll see it in a lot of readings out there, and you're going to see it here as well. I have no doubt based on this pre-shuffle. That said, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Okay? This reading is technically timeless. However, I am pulling on a specific energy here. All right? So it'll probably go in the monthly playlist more than it will the timeless playlist. I got two wands crossed by the Knight of Cups. Okay? This energy, remember, this Venus and Aquarius energy, all right, is about somebody who was distant, now not wanting to be distant anymore. This is someone who's letting something go. I feel very strongly in the energy that somebody is sneaking away from something. Something that they told you they'd never leave. Something that, you know, again, and even if your person's not with somebody, all of your people are controlled by something on their side that kept you two apart. Whatever that is, they're getting away from it. I feel that very strongly here. And they're moving toward a whole new world, a whole new life, that other wand. Two of Wands is about letting go of one thing and moving on to something else. Setting the intention, yes, but when it's crossed by the Knight of Cups, it's already in motion. The Knight of Cups is a moving card. It's a medium speed moving card. It's a trot towards you, okay? It's somebody telling you how they feel. It also represents an apology. There's an apology energy here. Right here, the moon. Something you never saw coming. The moon leaves things in shadows. This is someone who was Silent Bob, right? That character from Clerks who has no lines, right? Silent Bob. You're male or female. This is someone who wants to reveal something to you, all right? They've kept their feelings under wrap for a lot of you, okay? There's a lot of secrets here, but there's some things you're going to find out. At the end of this, or underneath this, crossing the moon, is the Ten of Swords. It's putting an end to leaving things in the shadows. The tens are the end, dead end in the tarot that reset. This resets to an Ace of Wands. I believe it does. The Ten of Swords crossing the moon is always someone ending silence. Okay? Bringing things right to the surface. And that's the energy that's here. And here's your March energy right here. Baseline of it all is Temperance. Temperance book ending the Two of Wands. It's the very energy of March that's causing a lot of this to happen. Okay? And it's because as an effect of the energy from the end of February, the second half of February, if you saw the readings. You don't even have to have watched the readings. All of you saw people around you who were fighting and arguing. Hell, my normal quiet neighborhood at the end of February was mind-blowing, with people getting out of their cars, yelling at each other, couples fighting all over the place. My quiet morning walks were disturbed. And there's plenty of stories on my Twitter feed of people seeing the same thing around them. That's what's going on. It's because it brought stuff up from the depths that had been carpet swept. Okay? Well, now we're seeing the action on that. And we have the end of silence coming. And Temperance is a balanced energy. It's the card of the angel. It cancels out devil energy. Yes, if the angel is here, it implies that there was some toxin. The implication of the card, it's the opposite of the devil. It implies that there was some toxin here. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Underneath that is the death card. Just for fun, I'll show it to you. It's transformation. The end of the old. That death card backs up the Ten of Swords crossing the moon. It's the end of silence. The end of the way things were and somebody coming towards you. Remember, this is a reading on the affecting energy of Venus moving into Aquarius, having its ass kicked by Mars also moving there on the 6th of March. The energy's already here. This is why I'm pulling on it now. It's about somebody who was distant, who wasn't interested. Four of Cups, no thank you. All of a sudden being interested. And that's what we've been seeing in the readings. It's up to you what you do with them when they show up. Okay? It is. I think they come towards you anyway, whether they have a guarantee that you're interested or not. These changes on their side, whatever it is in a relationship or within them, are being made without a guarantee from you that you're even interested. It's very clear in the energy. All right? So I would let this month play out if I were you. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. This first card is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So let's find out. Why the fuck are we here? Four Swords. Four Swords is a card of healing. This is someone shutting down their brain. All right? It's about shutting down the brain and allowing the intuition to come through. That's the third eye lit up on the lamb. It's about shutting down the brain, the ego that your person's been living in, and letting the intuition, the soul energy flow through. The third eye is about all knowing, right? It's knowing things. It's a knowing. And it also is a card of healing. Somebody's obviously been healing from something, but somebody wants, especially if they're leaving something on their side, but they want to heal this connection too. Why? Because after the cut is the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. It's also the opposite of the moon. The 10, why is this important? Well, if you like tarot, fine. Let's talk about tarot. I just said I don't read cards, I read energy, but fine. I've been reading tarot cards for over 30 years. I know what they are. They help teach me how to read energy when I was a kid, so I could interpret the feelings and put them into words. That 10 of Swords crossing the moon in our pre-shuffle, 10 of Swords crossing the moon is the Sun. Here it is. The Sun, it illuminates everything, doesn't leave anything in the moonlight, in the shadows, very deep. Yeah, there's some shadows with the Sun if there's a tree there, but you could still see, right? You could still see underneath the tree. Sun lights everything up. It's life giver, giver of life. Somebody wants to give life to this connection, and they're doing it from a soul position, okay? That's what that Four of Swords was talking about. That's why I pointed out the lamb with the third eye lit up on it. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Let's see where we go. So give me the soulmate cycle universe with the affecting energies of Venus and Aquarius. And why don't you throw a little Mars in there too, just for fun. We'll see. I think a lot of this is the Mars kicking the ass. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hopefully you saw my new moon in Pisces reading for all signs. You get the idea. Let's see where we go here. Shuffling the deck right now. Give me a reading, universe. It knows what I mean. Yeah, it does. Bet your ass it does. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Look what's there. This is our overall energy of the reading. It's crossing the 4 of Swords, which was the card before the cut, by the way. What a coinky-dink, because after that card was the Sun. What do you see on that card right there in the center beaming at you? Yeah, the fucking Sun. That's right. It's perched birds are communication. Somebody is here to talk to you. It's very soon. I believe that's true. I don't think Venus sits in Aquarius long. You know, we're talking about maybe 10 days it sits there at the most, but we're not talking about 10 weeks here. Not by a mile. That's somebody opening up to you. 3 is a very important number in the universe. If you don't understand why, I have a 2-part article in my blog called Famous by 3. Go check it out. It'll blow your fucking mind. It blows the mind of scientists, so it should blow your mind, especially that part 2. Right here, 3 cups. Somebody opening up to you, someone who never did before. All right? This is the flow of emotion. It's the flow of water. 3, right here. Underneath that, crossing it, just for shits and giggles, we always look at it. It's the Ace of Swords, or the Ace of, the Ace of Wands. Doesn't matter, it reads like an Ace of Swords. Strangely enough, Freudian slips are important. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning coming from somebody you never thought you... Again, I get this in the energy. For a lot of you, it's somebody you thought would never open up to you. I said that it's a surprise. Doesn't it look like a surprise? It's like an explosion. Wouldn't that surprise you when something explodes, right? It really is like a fireworks display here. I don't think, and I'm just giving you the straight energy read, I don't think this is someone you thought would ever open up to you. But somebody's making some changes on their side. This energy is helping it. We have a baseline temperance energy from March. Okay, that's the way I'm describing it to you. It's just a card, temperance. It's just a piece of paper. The energy is that of temperance. Okay, baseline from March. But these affecting energies, the biggest one is both Venus and Mars in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius that I'm pulling on right now is a very specific energy, but and as I've said, it fits perfectly with the cards that are coming out, that are here, the pretty pictures for you to look at. But it's jiving with the energy. I know this energy well. All right? Right here is the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person feels in their emotions in the 3D. I'll dig a little. Right here is the how they feel in the soul about you, not what they show you, not what they tell you in the 3D. Because people lie in the 3D. I tell you that all the time, especially about emotions. They cover them in dreams and illusions and laughter, right? Somebody who smiles a lot. Somebody who smiles too much. Somebody who got laugh lines in their 30s that they shouldn't have till their late 50s, you know? Too much. There's no need. Nobody smiles that much. It's always suspicious, right? Right here, the hidden energy. Even comedians are the saddest people you ever meet. They're all depressed. I've got tons of comedian friends. I can tell you, it's a depressing evening to hang out with them if they get a few drinks in them. It starts out funny, but by the end, it's like a fucking funeral, okay? I can tell you, most of them are really depressed. Hidden energy, they don't smile that much. They really don't. Hidden energy, right here, what the universe wants you to know, and I'll tell you, it's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. Nobody can. What your person does is what they do. I'm just telling you, and I say this 1,000 times, and I think people don't listen. I think y'all turn away and shut your ears off. When I say, I'm just giving you the energy here. Okay? No guarantee your person in the 3D is going to do shit. But the energies are here for it. And it's definitely what they want to do. All right, I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. Because this is some powerful shit. This is a very powerful reading. And I did have bacon this morning, so we're all set. Right here's the energy around the connection. What is it? Look at this. Justice. Wow. Hands down, one of the top 3 most powerful cards that can fall here in this position in my reading. For a lot of you, somebody getting a divorce. For a lot of you, somebody is leaving something, something that's been splitting these two cats up. All right, you see this sword down the middle? Something that's been splitting these two cats up is going away. These two cats are about to get together and have a chat. The 2 cats, by the way, in case you're a little slow with analogies, is you and your person. Okay? Bottom line here, when justice is here, there's a resolve coming to this. All right? A resolve of tension. Balanced energy. Balanced energy to you in the 3D equals happiness. How do they feel in their emotions right now? Death. Coming back from the pre-shuffle, the card that wasn't even technically part of the pre-shuffle, but I showed it to you anyway. Death. What they want here is transformation, but in their 3D world, there is transformation happening. Something is dying, and there's a new transformation into something, a transition into something else on the other side of it. Again, it just backs up this energy right here. There's something with this person that's changed because of this connection. All right? And it's taken a long time, I know. It's taken them a spell. In this particular connection cycle, and this is the 4th one I've studied in my life. I'm not old enough to have done more. They're 12 years a pop. But the bottom line is, in this particular cycle, I've never seen the runner side. It's not always the DM in each cycle, by the way. Sometimes the DF is the runner. In this case, it's primarily the DMs. But I've never seen a side that needed so much work, that was so hurt and so down when the connection came together. It's amazing. Because in the last cycle, the previous one, that started around, 2006, 2007, and stretched right up through maybe 2018, early 2019-ish, kind of, that kind of time frame. Those came together like that. They got married quick, they got whatever, but they're all pretty much split up or divorced now. Huge divorce rates. Huge. Because there was never a separation phase for them to learn anything and grow. So they grew together and they grew apart and they fought a lot. Right here. Anyway, lots changing for this person. I tell you all this stuff so you know it. Nobody else out there teaching you this stuff, how this stuff works, why you're in this cycle. Why is this all important to you? It's important because you got growing to do too. You got to find your self-worth. They need to find their vulnerability. And also this connection also opened their eyes to how they've been living, to the toxin that may have been around them. Okay? We can't always see it when we're in the middle of it. Our lives are usually us standing in a room, right? And we can't see outside. There's no cameras. We can't see anything. Your connection installed cameras on the outside, allowed this person to see that there's more to life than what they've been living and what they've been feeling. How do they feel about you in the soul? Look at that. The very energy of March itself, Temperance, right there. Temperance, bookend, and Justice in my reading. Again, balanced energy, balanced energy. Balanced energy to you in the 3D is happiness. Again, it's a card of communication when it falls here. They want to come towards you. And again, I read the energy as, again, with Venus and Aquarius, it's someone who was looking away from this, carpet sweeping it, disinterested, now all of a sudden very interested in exploring it. Because they've had some aha moments, and we've seen those in previous readings. We can't ignore previous reads. These are energy reads, not card reads. They're not separate stories. They all tie together. It's all a daisy chain. All of my readings, from the moment I got here, all tie together. They're all following the energy because I'm here just studying the cycle. It's the only reason I'm here. I'm not here for the reason most people are here. Most people are here is like it's my job, it's my tarot channel, and it's my whole career, it's my whole whatever. No, that's not me. I'm here to study the cycle, and I'm letting you watch. That's what I'm doing. And this, I'm telling you right now, with this Venus and Aquarius energy having its ass kicked by Mars, is one of the most beautiful stretches of cards I've seen since I've been here. With the very energy, the baseline energy of March falling in their soul, they can feel this. But I say it in a sense of, I don't think a lot of you realize what's been going on behind the scenes here with this person underneath. Hidden energy. What's the universe wants you to know? It's red with Justice. 10 Swords. We basically got pre-shuffle cards coming back. And it's a beautiful thing. Repeat messages are very important from the universe, right? You ask God or the universe for a question. You say, tell me, is my person coming in? And you walk by a piece of paper 5 minutes later, it says yes on it, or you happen to catch the word yes on a can that's on the ground. That's fine. There's your sign. But if you keep walking and you keep seeing yeses or Ys everywhere, or ones, which is also a yes, those repeat messages are important. The universe is trying to hammer something home for you. I would see repeat messages as a yes, but. In other words, sort of a be careful what you wish for kind of thing. And there's a be careful what you wish for energy here. Because this 10 of Swords here, the message from the universe, red with Justice, yeah, on one side, this person's getting rid of what's been blocking this connection. And for all of you, it's going to vary. It could be a marriage, it could be a relationship, it could be a family dynamic, it could be a career, could just be within themselves and the way they've been living. Yes, there's a huge transformation within your person, in their emotions, in their brain, in the 3D. It's happening. It's right here with the Death card. And the soul is the angel. Okay, that's wonderful. But the energy's always in layers. And on the flip of the energy, this 10 of Swords here could also be this person shows up. And I read this for a few of you. Someone's going to show up that you thought never would. This has been coming up in 3 quick card reading I did the other day, and a thank you reading that I did for donors and people that buy extendeds and stuff like that the day before that. It's the same kind of message here. Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. This might have been something you wanted a while ago, this person to wake up and come in and open up. But you might not want it anymore. Make sure you know what you want out of this, okay? Because this Ten of Swords, tens can go either way. It can be just dead, done, that's it, the end. Credits roll. Or it can reset to an Ace of Swords, which is a reconciliation. Okay? So make sure you know what you want out of this. I'm going to tell you that. Take it for what it's worth to you. But it's very important. I'm giving you all the energy that's here. What I tell you on my videos goes beyond the fucking cards. I don't give a shit about the fucking cards. I don't. I don't need them. I don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't use them except for the fact that you'd just be staring at a blue table and a talking hand, and you'd have to take my word for it. With the cards here, you at least get a visual. Okay? You get something. I don't care. I'm giving you stuff that's outside of this. You don't come to Steve's Love Tarot for just a tarot reading. Any fuckwit can do that. I'm a special fuckwit who used to get his head dunked in toilets. Okay? Potential. So my hair's clean. Potential final outcome. Red with the Death card. Make sure you know what you want out of this, because for the majority of you, this person's showing up. I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not playing. But I'm not sugarcoating either, because I'm telling you, you might not want it. You might have changed more than they have. It's possible. Okay? Potential final outcome. It's red with the Death card, or whatever the energy bounces off of. The moon. Yeah. With the Death card, it transforms the moon. Okay? I got the Ten of Swords, which was crossing the moon in the pre-shuffle, right before it. And I got the Death card red with the moon. The moon, it makes the moon the sun, basically. The energy of the moon here. It is a secret's revealed. It is somebody opening up to you. Things you didn't know, you're going to find out. And that makes sense. It makes sense within the energy. Venus in Aquarius is about somebody who wasn't interested before, now wanting to explore things more. Alright? And you could fucking Google it if you want. You ain't got to take my word for the energy. Oh, Steve reads the energy like that. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and Google Venus in Aquarius meaning. It'll probably tell you something in the little blurb on the page that should pop up at some point, like Google always does. Something very similar to what I've just told you. This is the energy that's here. And with the Death card and the moon, okay, we're putting an end to the fucking moon. 10 swords crossing the moon is the fucking sun. We're putting an end to it. We're done with Silent Bob here. The whole reading, we have to take into account the overall energy. The overall energy is somebody opening up. Okay? And there may have been a third party. But I see that third party going bye-bye. Because this right here can be divorce. 10 swords and justice. Alright? And the energy of this right here around the connection is whatever's been splitting these two cats up is going away. For some of you, it's just your person's attitude, ego. I don't know. Let's clarify. Let's go. I want to make sure we're all on the same page as to who I am and why I'm here and what I do. Because this channel's growing really fast. I predicted a big wave. Those of you that have been here a while know, as far back as November and October, I predicted that in Pisces season, which we are in right now, there would be a lot of spikes in tarot channels around, because the new wave of people are entering the cycle. Okay, the very cycle that you've all been a part of for a while. The next wave is entering here during Pisces season. It actually, and I predicted it would start at the end of January possibly, and it did. All right, this channel's been growing a lot. We're up to like 10,000 new subscribers a month here. And I need to make sure that the new people we're all on the same page as to what you're getting when you come here. Because a lot of you have been coming here a while. You know me. And you know what we do here and how I do it. But if you're new here, you might not. Alright? These aren't tarot readings. These go way beyond it. Alright? I'm not a tarot reader. I'm just here studying the connection cycle. If you don't understand what that is, I got a whole blog, sltblog.com. I've got a mailbag playlist. It talks all about it in certain videos. Knock yourself out. All right? I'm just here to study it. And I'll be here a while. You're welcome to watch if you want to. All right? You're more than welcome. But it is what it is. Whether your person's got a third party or not, somebody's about to open up to you whether you like it or not. Okay? Somebody you thought whether, there's no guarantee. I get this in the energy. There's no guarantee that you'll even go for them. But they're pushing past that. These are very transformative energies here. Alright? The shit is on. We're done with the moon. We're done with Silent Bob. Tell me about justice. And it's in part because of Temperance's March's baseline energy of Temperance, which resides in their soul position, by the way. And this, in no small part, the reason I'm pulling this reading, Venus entering Aquarius and dragging Mars with it. It's fucking crazy. It is amazing energy. It truly is. Justice. Tell me about justice. Let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the witches. Let's do it. My new best friend deck. Yeah. You're not going to see it coming, kids. You're not. It's Tower. Everything on this person, everything's being torn down. Your person is actually doing, I'm going to phrase it this way. Your person is committing a tower to somebody. A tower is falling on somebody's head or something's head on their side. And whatever has been causing these two cats, you and your person, to be separated, because I think it's a strong part if your person's with a third party, they gave to the wrong thing. They made a mistake. They know they made a mistake with Death card here. I can feel that. Okay? Time to turn the car around and get back to the main road. There's a tower happening here. Within the connection itself, that's going to bring two people together. The energy is what it is. Again, whether your person does it in the 3D is up to your person. That's free will. But this is what I read the energies. Just like the weatherman on TV tells you if it's going to be sunny or rainy. What you do with that information is up to you, up to your free will. I could tell you it's going to be sunny, and you might decide to sit inside all day and watch TV. And then it turns out the day you want to go outside is the day it's raining. What a seems a waste to me. All right, it's tough to get it through to people because they think we tarot readers or energy readers are we have some kind of crystal ball or something. We know there's no crystal ball. Only one who has a crystal ball is the Wicked Witch of the West, and she a pain in the ass. Right here is the Ten of Swords. On top of that, listen, Ten of Swords. Two Ten of Swords from two different decks around a Justice card with a Tower. Listen, folks, somebody getting a divorce and coming toward this connection. Somebody leaving a controlling family and coming toward this connection. Somebody, if there's a job somebody's unhappy, big time, and it's all coming crashing down by their hand, mind you. And they're coming toward this connection. This connection is grounded in balanced energy right here. Even in their soul is balanced energy. Angel. The angel, again here in the soul, tells me there was toxin. There was a devil. This cancels it out. Why is the Ten of Swords here? The Hangman. Why? Because they got a whole new fucking perspective on what's going on here. Also, this tells me that we're coming out of the Hangman. We're done with the Hangman phase. And I think I said that to you on a recent reading. I'm not sure what. I remember feeling the energy of the Hangman being over. Somebody out of it. It really is. They've got a whole new perspective, and it's time to put 10 swords in what doesn't suit them. The energy of the connection is you two coming together. Because someone who was disinterested or distant is now all of a sudden very interested in exploring things and taking things to a deeper level. Venus and Aquarius, the very reason we're here. The reading is backing it up. The cards are just pretty pictures for you. The energy is very clear. Why is this Death card here? Let's clarify it. Tell me about this buzzard picked clean here. I like calling it a turkey. I know it's a buzzard, but I like calling it a turkey. All right, what's going on here? Why is the Death card here? Reminds me of Thanksgiving. Everybody picking the last little bit off the damn bird. All right, here we go. Death card. Wow. Ace of Wands. Somebody wants this is their emotions. Somebody wants a new beginning here, and a passionate one at that. Somebody wants a passionate new beginning. They want to be happy. Okay, that's the energy that's here. That's how I feel it. Somebody wants to be happy. We saw the sun after the cut. The Four of Swords before the cut. With the little lamb with the third eye lit up. They're following their soul, right? As I always say, your soul's like Toucan Sam's nose. He always found Fruit Loops, right? Always follow your soul. They're actually beginning to do this. This is new for this person. Yeah, that's a new fucking perspective right there. They learned a thing or two. What's on top? Temperance again. The third time we've seen it. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Somebody's seen the light. That's the easiest way to put it. They've seen the fucking light. They're figuring it out. And they want to be happy. There's a rainbow on this card here. It's Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is about truth. It's truth energy, but it's also happiness energy. Balanced energy is happiness, but it's somebody, again, there's usually two cups of emotion being balanced here. That's what we've got here. We've got someone who's going to open up to you that never has before. The birds are perched. The conversation is almost saying it's destined to happen. With the sun here, they light things up. The whole reading is clarifying this card. And the whole reading is about and ends on no more Silent Bob. Why is the Temperance here? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my fucking God. 180-degree turn. This card's energy ties to the Hangman quite a bit. About that new perspective. Right? They gave to the wrong thing. Somebody blew you off and gave to something that hurt them, and it continued to hurt them. And for some, your connection, yes, you on your side had your things to learn. You had to learn your self-worth, and I helped you with that, and others helped you with that. Your person, the runner here, never really got any help. They had to figure it out on their own. That's why it's taking so long. That's why it's been so slow. They just kept sticking the hand in the meat grinder over and over again, expecting a different result. And they didn't get it. Now they get it. The Temperance card tells me that the wheel is going to be allowed to turn this time. And the wheel turns 180 degrees. All right? Wow. It's beautiful. Somebody wants a new beginning here. Somebody wants another crack at you. They're going to take it. They're going to walk away from what's on their side without any guarantee from you. I believe that with all these Temperance cards here. They're going to do it anyway. But they're hoping. There's a hope energy here that is just mind-blowing. You know, this is really nice energy. I don't mind telling you. This is nice. I told you in the new moon and Pisces reading, you want this new moon. Remember I said that a lot? Well, you do. You want that new moon. The new moon was on the 2nd. This energy I'm pulling on now officially hits on the 6th. You want this energy. And it's going to blend right with the new moon, because that new moon energy stretches all the way to the full moon 2 weeks after that, on around the 16th or so, 17th, somewhere around there. So the 6th falls right early in that, doesn't it? This is nice. This is sort of the companion reading to the new moon in Pisces, all signs, if you want to look at it that way. Because it's these energies. The new moon in Pisces heralded in March's Temperance energy, you know. So that all the lessons learned in February and all the fighting and all the everything that came up from the depths can be put into motion. And that's what we're seeing. Why is Temperance here? Tell me about Temperance. And I'm taking my time with this reading because I want you all to understand what's going on here. I don't want any misunderstandings. I'm one of the most misunderstood damn people on YouTube. It's hilarious. People will tweet to me things and say I said things that I never said. Or they misinterpreted it wrong and meant it. I meant one thing and they got it the wrong way. So I'm being very careful here. Okay? So I can tell you right now at this point in the reading, if you think that I'm sugarcoating, you need to shut your video off and go away, because you've missed my point here from the beginning of the reading. Just rewind and try again, or just shut it off and go away, one or the other. Because there is no sugarcoating here. This is the energy of what's going on. Energy, the 5D. It's up to your person's free will in the 3D what they do. But I don't know how they can resist this. Because because what this is telling me here, just this Temperance card right here alone, is telling me that their soul energy is reaching the brain. Because this is the brain. This is the 3D. Right? Their emotions in the 3D, which come generally from the brain. And right, the ego, if you will. Right here. Temperance is here in that energy, and it's also in the soul. So it's making a connect, and that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's why the wheel is turning 180 degrees. It's amazing. It's amazing energy. It's hard for me to describe all of it to you without it being a 6-hour video. So I can't give you every last detail, but hopefully that little explanation helps you. Okay? So for the majority of you, someone you never expected, I see it here, I just explained it, is actually taking care of business on their side and coming towards you. But I can't promise anything. Your person could chicken out. Either way, whether they come towards you or not, I think they're taking care of business on their side. I can tell you that. Temperance, why is it here in the soul? Tell me, what is it? In the soul, I get temperance crossed by the high priestess, the soul. Listen, this person is awake. This energy, this soul energy, and with temperance here in the brain too, in the 3D. Archangel Michael's everywhere, yes. But what we've got here is we've got the high priestess. But the high priestess, the temperance opens the eyes of the high priestess. The angel opens the high priestess's eyes. They're usually closed to indicate secrets and things like that. No, this person is aware of what they're doing. They're awake. What's on top? 5 of Cups. Look, 5 of Cups. Scorched earth. That's the regret. That's the sadness. That's one of the cards I said brings these separation periods to an end. That and the 3 of Swords. This 5 of Cups is very powerful, right? It's very powerful. She used to have double D's. Those aren't double D's anymore. I'll tell you what. This knocked them down. This person's very sad. There's a lot of regret here. Okay? I make the jokes to loosen the energy, by the way. Alright? Nothing loosens energy like humor. I crack a joke or two because it wouldn't let me in. Then it let me in. And what I feel, all I'm drawn to here is the smoke coming up. It's sort of a, it looks like it's coming out of her head, sort of thing. This person's brain is on fire, basically. This is why they're coming towards you. Because of this 5 of Cups. They want their tits back, basically, male or female. It's why they're coming towards you. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Queen of Wands. In the soul energy here, the Queen of Wands is, again, because of this regret. One of the things they regret is how they behaved here. Okay? And they feel that they went against their soul. The Queen of Wands, I often call Fakey McFakerman. Right? She puts up a pretense. It's also a card that tells me they're attracted to you. Yes, there's a lot of passion here. But the Queen of Wands is pretentious. The Queen of Wands puts out one thing and feels another thing on the inside without ever being honest with themselves even half the damn time. And the bottom line is this person, there's a level here of embarrassment. One of the reasons there's so much smoke coming out of this person's brain is because there's a level of embarrassment here for how they behaved toward this. How could they have rejected something that makes them feel the way they feel here? I mean, this obviously coming toward you and opening up to you is all they want to do. It's probably all they ever wanted to do. Hell, if you know, though, the way they behaved in the 3D. They behaved in the 3D, for some of you, like what they had on their side was wonderful bliss, and it was terrific, and here's us at Disneyland, and here's this. Oh, my wonderful family. Oh, my wonderful life. Yay. Living my best life kind of bullshit. Listen, I got a newsflash for you from the world of psychology. If somebody is actually living their best life, they don't have to tell you they're living their best life. In fact, they don't feel the need to. There's absolutely no reason to say it. Just like there's no reason to tell people you're happily married. There's no reason to say that. You just say, I'm married. You don't have to say happily. If you actually are, you don't give a fuck whether anybody knows you are or not. Who cares? It doesn't matter. People feel the need to tell people things. What you want to look for in people, whether it's your person or anybody, are the things they add to what they say that they don't have to add. Right? Things that they say that didn't need to be said. I'm happily married. Right? That's a good example right there. Look for the words that they add. And then ask yourself, why do they feel the need to do that? You know, it is what it is. It's a mark of insecurity. This person here, they put up a good front for a lot of you. Not all of you, but for a lot of you, they put up a good front. They pretended that you didn't matter, that they didn't need you, that whatever, you know, you didn't mean anything. You weren't important. You've been important to this person from fucking day one. I promise you that. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Whether they do anything about it or not, I don't know. Again, they are reflecting still as Fakey McFakerman, even though they're awake. The Queen of Wands is pretentious, and you never know what she'll do. Tell me about the Ten of Swords here, so I don't make any promises. Oh, no, I can't do that. But I can tell you it looks pretty good if you've been waiting to hear from somebody. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Tell me about it. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Something what they thought was long-term on their side ended up hurting them. This is what the universe wants me to tell you. What they thought was long-term on their side ended up hurting them. And in the second layer of energy is you. They know that you're the real deal, Ten of Pentacles. They could have a golden retriever with you. But they better hurry, because it's going fast. You know, it might be over. What's on top? Four of Cups. Oh, come on, this card is red with the Ten of Swords. Either way, it's red with the Ten of Swords. It's on top of a Ten of Swords, and it's red with a Ten of Swords. How am I your second favorite energy reader? I just pulled Venus in Aquarius. Quite literally, energetically speaking, not by the cards. I want to emphasize that, all right? But I love the people that try to correct me on the card meanings. I just fucking crack up. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit about these fucking cards. But the bottom line is, I just pulled it. The end, 10 of Four of Cups, disinterest. I said Venus in Aquarius is someone who was disinterested. Someone who was Four of Cups, distant. This boy's pretty distant. This girl came here to get banged. He's not banging her. He's just looking at frogs. Very distant, doesn't care. Whatever. You know, I'd rather just look at frogs. Okay. The end of that. Venus in Aquarius is the end of disinterest and someone who is now interested. I've got 10 swords surrounding a Four of Cups here. That is the energy that we're pulling on. And this is the message from the universe. It's amazing. 10 Pentacles, what they thought was 10 Pentacles on their side. Because of this connection, showing it something better, making them feel something for once. Because I think the connection, anything your person had on their side was very practical, more than it had to do with cups and emotion. This connection really opened them up. And I don't care if they told you, I wasn't interested, they're not interested. Of course they told you that, right? Why isn't he banging her? She's hot. Well, I'm not interested. Because they're stubborn, they're hurt from the past. They thought they didn't want to rock the boat on their side. What would mommy and daddy say? What would the people around me say? Oh, it's too much work to leave. All kinds of excuses people give for sitting in shit. All kinds of it. Right here. The end of that. The end of the Four of Cups. That boy right there, his willy's coming out. That's what I'm saying. Why is the Four of Cups here? Justice again. Look at this. 10 swords, justice, justice. 2 10 swords, two justices, and a Four of Cups. And a hangman. A new perspective on Four of Cups. A new perspective on what they've got on their side. 10 Pentacles. Everything I've told you just got validated here. That's why I pull the cards for you. So you don't just have to take my damn word for it. Justice, right here. With the hangman. Somebody's coming to make things right. Whatever that means to you, it could have 100 different meanings to 1,000 different people. Somebody's coming to make something right. Again, I felt it over here in the soul energy. There's some level of embarrassment, right? She embarrassed to be sitting out here with her shirt. Somebody took her shirt. She embarrassed, like most people would be. That's humiliating. You get thrown out the restaurant and they take your shirt. So your titties are just flying out and you got kicked out of a restaurant and you're lying on a sidewalk. That's embarrassing. Somebody embarrassed here. And there's a level of shame around this for this behavior. Because the Queen of Wands is full of shit. Okay? The Queen of Wands lives all over Los Angeles where I live. I know these Queen of Wands energies, they're everywhere. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Okay? Again, there's no genders here. I just take what's on the card and run with it. Justice. Somebody's coming to make something right. There's a level of embarrassment here for how they behaved. They know they made a bad decision. And what's beautiful is Temperance also appears. There's so many repeat messages here. The message from the universe is read with the energy of the connection. I've got Justice baseline here. I got Justice top line here. I've got 10 swords baseline in the message from the universe, and I got it top line up here. And I got 4 cups, which is read with the 10 of swords. So that represents the energy of Venus in Aquarius, which is the end of someone's disinterest and sudden interest, which is the change of opinion, the change of point of view, change of perspective, the hangman. Justice. It's justice for you, for a lot of you. I wish I could predict free will. Listen, if I could predict free will, you'd all be getting banged right now. Okay? You'd be with this person, everything would be fine. If I could control free will, I should say, you would be. If I could predict it, I could tell you exactly how many are coming in and what's what, but nobody can. This person, I don't know how anybody could get past this energy with these repeat messages. Temperance in the soul and the brain, driving a wheel of fortune. Death card, major arcana, transformation. I got an entire top row of major arcana. I mean, it's amazing. Had I not thrown the cards on the table and just given you an energy read, I would have said that. I would have just opened with, this is amazing. You would not believe what's here. Well, you don't have, there it is. And repeat messages are very important. Cards repeating from different decks and different positions is important, especially when those positions tie together. Why is the moon here? What's the final on this? This is definitely the end of Silent Bob, with justice preceding it as well. You're going to find out something, okay? Many of you. You're going to find out something. I think maybe a very high percentage of you do anyway, even if you find out something through someone else about this person. Either way, you've all sort of changed this person's life. I see it there in the hangman. When the hangman falls in the energy of the connection, somebody's life's been changed. I think it's both of you. And that's why with the 2 Ten of Swords here, in particular, you need to make sure you know what you want from this person. Because again, most of you, as my recent 3 quick cards and my thank you reading stated, most of you are going to hear from somebody that you may have been more open to a while back. You know? Fine, you know, let them show up, let them tell you, let them reveal some things to you. See where it goes. Give it a chance. But make sure you've learned your lessons, DFs. Make sure you found your self-worth. All right? And you know your value. You don't give to anything that doesn't give back to you. As close to equal give and take as possible. That's out of balance, and that just leads to despair. An out of balance connection isn't love, it's despair. That's not good. All right, here we go. And this is someone who's new to giving as much as they receive. Can we phrase it that way? Why is the moon here? You might be new to receiving as much as you give. On the flip of that, the equal and opposite reaction, because the laws of physics apply. Always do, as long as we're still living in this universe. Crossing the moon is the Ace of Swords. I've been predicting this card since we started this fucking reading, talking about the 10 swords resetting to an Ace of Swords in the energy relating to you. There it is. It comes out at the end. Crossing the moon. There's a reconciliation coming here. You're going to find out some things. What did I just get done telling you? Rewind. You're going to find out some things. Ace of Swords. Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. Somebody wants to come in here and speak the truth. Somebody who has been silent. Right? But not anymore. New perspective on things now. They don't want this to be over. That's very clear. I said that in the new moon reading too. That energy is here. This person, despite what Fakey McFakerman might have told you, never wanted this to be over. They never wanted this gone. What's on top? 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is read with Temperance. What they've been keeping secret was all self-sabotage. It was a deception. They were keeping their feelings from you. The 7 of Swords, with the Temperance energy here, is balancing it out. The Temperance has the power to reverse the 7 of Swords. All right? We'll see what comes after it, but that's how I feel the energy that's here. It's somebody also with the 7 of Swords on top of the moon who isn't going to tell you. This is the universe's way of saying, yes, they have a truth they want to speak. Yes, you are going to find out some things. Emphasis on the word some. You're going to find out some things. There's some things that they're going to either twist or manipulate, not quite give the full truth on, or just not share with you. A lie of omission is still a lie. Okay? So when you leave something out, it's still a lie. So keep that in mind. Which is why I tell you, yeah, they're coming in. This is just the incoming energy. Fine. But it's up to you whether you want them still or not. Most of you would have welcomed this a long time ago. I know I get a 2020 kind of thing, summer of 2020. Where the hell were you? That kind of thing. What you doing here now? they better come with a better explanation than what this fool's got. Okay? I think they will with the Ace of Swords here. But I think the universe just wants you to know that while there is balance coming here, which is happiness, and while they are feeling it, they are nervous as hell to talk to you. And sometimes when we're nervous to say something to somebody, we leave some things out. We second guess what we might say. That's all deceptive. Okay? So it's kind of an oxymoron. There's truth being spoken, but there also isn't. It's hidden truth with the truth kind of thing. Why is the Seven of Swords here? What's the final on this? Holy shit. That's fucking mind-blowing. It's the moon. Why is that mind-blowing? Because we were just talking about it. It's all about the moon. This reading is, the extended reading is going to be all about the moon for this reason. The moon was in the pre-shuffle. The moon came out as the final outcome. And every time the moon comes out, it's crossed by or covered by or read with something that reverses Silent Bob energy. Okay? So with this moon here, this particular moon is read in my reading with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, it's the same, it equals the sun. It's the same as the Ten of Swords crossing the moon. The end of the silence. The end of the silence. It's turning. But the universe wants you to know when they come in for this reconciliation and they speak their truth, they're not speaking the full truth. They're not going to... It's very hard to get past this energy. This energy of Fakey McFakerman still showed up in their soul energy. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying be all pissy with them about it. It just tells me there's more to the story here. They might be a little nervous. And we'll try to get that more to the story in the extended. We'll see. Somebody's coming to reveal something to you, to tell you something. It looks like they're showing up in the rain. It might be raining when they show up. Just for fun, I thought I'd say that because I just noticed the rain on that car. Is she getting rained on? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, for some of you. Anyway, three cards from the universe. What else you want to tell everyone before we go here, universe? What else? What else you got? What do you want to tell everyone? 3 cards and a crosser. All right. There it is. It's right here. It's the Strength card. I almost said it. But I was talking about it with the Seven of Swords. Again, they're not telling you the whole truth. They're afraid to. Strength has fear around it. The implication is if you need to get the strength up to do something, it implies you're afraid. They're a little nervous, so keep that in mind. Okay? Our center card is the Two of Wands, and our last card is the Six of Pentacles, which has been very common lately. It's been coming out a lot. Crossing the Two of Wands, by the way, is the Three of Cups again, and you might recognize that as our overall energy. The last word from the universe was the first word technically here in the reading on the table. The Three of Cups. Someone's coming to open up. There's a reunion here. But also with the Three of Cups crossing the Two of Wands, it tells me for those of you where there was a third party, there was a third energy here that was blocking this. It was either a marriage, a relationship, a family dynamic, a career, or something just within your person's personality. Whatever it is, they're letting go of it. They're finding the strength to let go of it and move to something new. Someone who once breadcrumbed you is coming to give you the full loaf. Six of Pentacles. There is balance. All over this reading, I've got cards of balance. Temperance. Balance. Justice. I end with a card of balance. The Six of Pentacles. It is the universe giving me a minor arcana there. Okay? Again, it's up to their free will, but it's also, for a lot of you where this person shows up, that also tells me you have to be willing to receive. All right? Don't be so mad at them and angry that they've been gone so long that you shut down and turn into the Burger King yourself. You don't have to have it your way. Be completely neutral. All right? Listen to them, whatever. Try the equal give and take. Be willing to receive. The only way you get love is to receive it. The ability to receive it. All right? You can give all you want. All right? But if you can't receive, it'll never balance out. You'll never have happiness. So that's on your side. On the other side, they need to be able to give. They can receive just fine. They don't have a problem with that. In fact, they like it. It feeds their ego. That's your reading. In the extended, I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo. I'm going to pull on all this shit. All the moons, behind the scenes, the secrets. I'm going to pull on 10 swords here because I got it twice. What's going on their side. And I'm going to pull on justice, all of it. We're just going to find out what the fuck's going on here with this energy, because they're sneaking away from something. They are. I see it here. It's right here. There is some sort of energy is always in layers. Okay? That's why I don't give a shit about the cards. The cards are just pretty pictures for you. You don't come to Steve's Love Tarot for a fucking card reading. That's a waste of my skills. That's like asking Superman to open a fucking can for you, or a jar. You don't need Superman to open a jar. Batman can do it just fine. You know, you need Superman to move a mountain for you. But see Batman do that? He can't. Right here, unless he's in his super suit. Well, whoop-de-doo. But anyway, right? anyway, this person, there's a lot of deception here. Again, on their side, there's something going on their side that they're secretly sneaking away from. This is my sneaky deaky card, my sneaking away in the night card, right here. There's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of things hidden beneath the surface going on their side. And this energy also on another layer of energy relates to them with you, where I said they may not open up completely because they're nervous, because the strength card is here. So there's a lot of layers here. There's always layers in the energy. There's many layers. There's probably, I've given you 2 or 3 at the most layers of energy that are here. There's probably a half a dozen or more. Okay, because there's a lot going on their side. And that's what I'm going to dig into in the extended. If you want it, the link is in the description. I'm also going to pick it up from here and see where it's going for you too. All right? And maybe we'll pull a percentage and see how many are actually going to show up. We'll have the universe make an educated guess for us, which it hates to do, but we'll make it do it anyway. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I definitely want it. I can't wait to go pull it. I'm not even going to take a break. I hope this reading was helpful. If I helped one person today, I've done my job, karmically speaking. If I've helped clear up a little bit as to what I do here and why I might be a little different from everyone else, well, fine. If I haven't, then that's fine too. Just enjoy the readings and the dirty jokes. I mean, whatever. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck, you guys.